Are you sick and tired of losing public mints to botters? Well, look no further and struggle no more, because I have a tutorial for you guys. In this video, I'll be showing you guys how to manipulate gas so that you can always be first on every single block minted on Ethereum, which means your transaction will go through the fastest every single time. A lot of people don't know how to manipulate gas on MetaMask, so I'm going to go ahead and make a tutorial for you guys right now. So here I have a burner wallet I just set up. I put in 0.2 just so we have something to work with here. So the first thing we're going to do, I was going to show you guys an example here, is if you guys try and buy something on OpenSea, right? For example, for this project, which I'm not actually going to buy, but I'm just going to show you guys what it looks like here if you don't have the settings enabled. Essentially, you're going to just get this, right? You're just going to get this, and there's nothing you can really do about it. So what most people do is they'll just click this, and then it'll get sent at the base gas. It doesn't really matter, right? So what you guys need to be able to do here is click this little edit button. This button is all the difference for you. So what this does is you can go low, medium, and high, right? But this isn't really enough. This isn't enough for you, and you need access to this panel faster. So what you should be doing instead is going into MetaMask here. So we're going to open MetaMask. We're going to go into click on the little blue circle in the top right, click on settings, and then on settings, we're going to go onto advanced. So once we're in the advanced panel here, we're going to scroll down to the fourth option called advanced gas controls. So what we're going to do is just turn this on. And what this does is every single time we go to mint something, it'll give us an interface that's more advanced, but you'll also have more control over your gas. So now when we go to buy this NFT, for example, we're going to click all stuff here. Oh, someone buy this? Someone bought this. Okay, someone bought this, so we're going to have to find a different one. Sure, this one right here. So when we go to click buy now, right, it'll bring us this option again. We'll be able to open this here, and then we'll be able to click on this, and then we'll be going to confirm checkout. And then once MetaMask pops up and prompts us again here, we're going to have a different window when we open edit. So when we open edit here, it'll show us what the gas limit is on things, and then it'll show us the max priority fee and the max fee. So for gas limit, this doesn't really matter in this case. I'll show you guys how to use this a little bit later in the video, but these are the two that really matter. So whenever you're gunning for something as fast as possible, you want to set your max priority fee and your max fee to the same number. So the max priority fee is the miner tip. So essentially what this means is when you send a transaction, this is like a incentive for miners to process your transaction faster. And this is the most you're willing to pay in gas. So the base transaction here, what this means is that you're only willing to pay 1.5 gwei to tip the miners, and you're paying 55 gwei for the transaction. But if we set this to 55 also, we'll get this, but MetaMask can just shut up because it doesn't know what it's talking about. And so even though it's higher than we need it to be, we're doing this to ensure that we get our transactions sent through immediately. So we'll set these both to 55. And then once we click save, it'll give us a new gas estimate. So we're going to be paying more gas than we need to, but it'll ensure that we are going to be ahead of everyone on the specific transaction, right? So if we're really going for something, we could even set something like 11,000, right? We're going to pay 11,000 in gwei. And even though gas is around 55 right now, we're going to pay all this gwei for it. Now, I don't have enough Ethereum in my account to pay for this. So let's say it's like 500, right? We're setting it to 500 for everything. And then once we click on this, we will be able to go through if it was for a mint. But again, I don't think I have enough on my account for this either right now, so it won't go through. But this is what it should look like when you're trying to have high speed transactions. So now what does the gas limit mean, right? What does this do? This is essentially what the smart contract has enabled for how much gas you can pay maximum. So here's a website. I'm going to link this in the bio. And what this does is it tells you how much you're going to end up paying for stuff on top of gas. So what we're actually paying here is the 0.16. So this is the price of something, 0.16. And then the gas limit we just saw in the transaction, and it's 282,961. And now if we were to pay 500 gwei on both max fee and max priority fee, and we click calculate, it'll tell us how much the whole transaction will cost us, including gas. So why is this important if we're buying off OpenSea? It's not, right? But when we're minting stuff, let's say we're minting something for 0.15, right? it'll tell us how much the mint is, including gas, with the gas limit. Now you might be wondering, how do we find the gas limit for stuff that hasn't minted yet or isn't on OpenSea, right? So what we're going to do here is go to a project that is currently minting, and this project is called Hockey. It's minting today for public sale. And then, so if we go onto OpenSea and we click on any of the NFTs and we scroll down right here to details, right, it'll give us the contract address. So once we're in the contract address, we can then see everything that the contract is doing at once. So if we're looking at everything here, we can look at all of the transactions. We can see the full list, all of these. And if we go to the very last page, we can see all of the pre-sale mints, right? So if we see all, they're called method, and it'll tell you what it is. So this is called pre-sale. And if we click on this transaction for someone that minted 2 hackies from pre-sale, right, it'll tell us all this information. None of this stuff matters to you. What matters to you is you click here and you click see more, and it tells you right here what the gas limit is. So if we put this gas limit in here, all right, so let's say Hacky was minting for 0.5 each, so 0.1 for the 2 of them, and then we plugged in the gas limit, and then so this website does not allow commas, so you have to remove the comma, right? So we have the full number here, and then we have the theoretical gas that we'd be willing to pay for the upcoming mint. So first, keep in mind that this is an approximation, so you should always be around 25% over what it estimates you in your wallet, or there's a chance that you might miss it, right? So we have the gas for the mint here. So we have the gas here, we have the mint price, and we have the gas limit fee that we just found from the smart contract of someone that minted pre-sale. When we click calculate, it'll tell us exactly how much gas 500 gwei will cost us. And then it'll tell us how much gas it'll cost for even like 1,000 gwei, right? So here's 0.22. So then we can even go ahead and calculate how much gas we're willing to pay for these NFTs. So we know that the floor for Hacky is, 0.38. So 0.389, okay, so 0.389 times 2 is 0.78 approximately. 0.78 is around how much it'll cost us to break in, like how much it'll cost to buy 2 hackies, not including gas. So, and then we can look and play around with the numbers, right? So we know that for like 2,000 gas, for example, we'll still be profiting almost 0.4. So if we don't, like, we want to minimize our risks, and we want to just, like, let's say we want to pocket like 0.1 profit. So it'll probably be around 5,500 gwei. Will be 0.7, so 5,000 gwei around there. I say, let me see. Yeah, so around like 5,000 gwei we'll be able to profit around 0.05. Yeah, around 0.05, right? And then so if we just play around with it, we can see how much gas we're willing to pay for Hacky, and then see how much we'll end up paying with an approximation, right? So this is really useful when you're looking to mint stuff. So now you guys, what you guys would do when going into a new mint is first you'd go to a project, then you'd go into the smart contract, then you'd go to the end of the transactions here by clicking the total 4,900 transactions. You go to the last page, and then you just find one of the pre-sale mints. You click on the pre-sale mint transaction hash. You click see more at the very bottom. It tells you what the gas limit is for the transaction, and then you just put it in here. Look at the floor price, create an estimation, and then you'd go into the mint, go onto MetaMask. Once you have the actual transaction ready to mint on the mint page, like right at mint, you'll click here and you'll set it to whatever it is you are comfortable with spending on gas plus mint price. In that way, even if you fail the transaction, it'll cost you like 20 bucks, and then there's nothing to worry about. You didn't hit it, but you didn't lose money spending a ridiculous amount on gas either. And in this way, you'll be able to hit the mints at a reasonable price within your risk range and be able to succeed. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to hit me up. I'll be putting an invite to the Citadel in the description of the video. It'll be good for 10 invites, and I'll be looking to make more tutorials based on what you guys want. So if you guys want a different tutorial for something else, go ahead and put it in the description, in the comments, and I'll go ahead and look into making a tutorial for you guys. All right, so thank you guys for making it to the end of the video, and I'll catch you in the next one. See you.